You don't, Jay? Come on, Jay, man.
Listen, bro. You're being rude right now. You need to stop.
For the Owls here in this game.
He's the first player in this game up to double figures. He has 10.
If you have that on the bingo card, congratulations. I'm not sure many did tonight.
Biggest lead of the game for Whitefish Bay. Right now, 30-16. And here's Jack Koenig. Slicing through 4 defenders. Got a second chance at it.
Good job of sticking with it. He really needs to, in some ways, dominate the ball this half, and that doesn't have to be just with the dribble. It can be offensive rebounding, attacking. He's the one guy for Slinger that's got an elite offensive game that could really present troubles for Whitefish Bay, as they know as well.
Julian, a little hard on that mid-range jumper. Now Jack Koenig bringing it across. 3 ball on the way. Knocked free. Julian comes out of there with it.
You know, Schoenfeld didn't get the steal, but or the rebound, but he allowed his teammate to get it with a great box out.
Nisco going behind the back. Pressured by Fogel. Schoenfeld a 3. Fogel comes out of there with it. Jack Koenig another 3. One hits hard off the rim.
I think Slinger likes the pace and tempo right now. It's a little bit more freedom of movement than there was in that first half. Push the tempo before the zone defense can get set.
Broderson for 3.
Wow.
Whitefish Bay now 4 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Coach Levine telling his guys, you got to go. Keep the ball moving. Pace and tempo.
Koenig getting into the lane. And a foul. Chance at a 3-point play for Jack Koenig.
There you see the strength and physicality of Jack Koenig. Got inside the defender, absorbed the contact, able to finish. This half, and we're just a little over 2.5 minutes in, or almost 2.5. The ball's not sticking. In the first half for Slinger, it seemed like it kind of got stuck. Not real crisp with the movement. This half, it's moving a little bit quicker and faster.
One subtle adjustment Slinger making, and still down by 12 though, 33-21. You need to get some of those shots to fall if they want to make a comeback like they did earlier in the season against Whitefish Bay. Broderson spinning. Back out top, Schoenfeld. Koenig comes out on him. Well, that ball hit off Webb's foot. He's able to track it down and then over and back. So Slinger forcing the turnover.
C2 Slinger not allowing Whitefish Bay to turn corners and get into the painted area. The floor is easy here to start the second half. Again, ball's moving, shot opportunity.
Joey Koenig, no, but a foul inside, and that's going to be on Whitefish Bay. It's going to be on Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld was battling Mance for the rebound.
Yeah, that time I think Schoenfeld got his hands down and wrapped around.
And that's 3 fouls on Schoenfeld. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Envision more than 2.4 million acres of forest across Wisconsin, all cared for and managed. Now you can help conserve Wisconsin's forests with every mile you drive. For just a $25 annual donation, you can show your support for sustainable forest management and education across the state. Search for the Wisconsin County Forest Association specialty plate on the Wisconsin DOT website. Print and mail in the form to update your license plate. Drive with pride and invest in our forests. Get your license plate today.
Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is proud to introduce you to Wanakee High School senior Mara Endress, who's shown incredible skill as hockey forward for the Cap City Cougars and in track and field. Mara also helps on the family's farm, Endress Berry Ridge. As far back as she can remember, she's been taking care of the cows and the land. Mara is also a co-president of her 4-H club and an active member of both FFA and her Junior Holstein Association. This Wisconsin Dairy Student Athlete of the Month feature was brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Hey everyone, be sure to download the WIAA Sports Live app to your television or mobile device. The app is free and delivers the WIAA championships for 10 sports throughout the school year. They got it right there. It's free to download and watch the games. The WIAA Sports Live app is sponsored by the Universities of Wisconsin. Conan may have been poked out of there. Julian on the run.
Officials letting them play through contact until right there.
And now Julian with a chance to complete a three-point play. We've seen a whole bunch of and ones here.
We have, and you're going to see Julian here absorb the contact and then just go up strong to the rim and finish. He's got a really good skill set and still a lot of room for growth. And big day yesterday and off to a nice start in the second half.
Yeah, he's only a junior. A lot of Division II schools are checking him out at the next level. Lost out of bounds. Brett Palm couldn't handle the pass.
You see Slinger now, they'll extend their pressure. And again, this is to force the tempo of the game and make it more of a wide open type of contest and create more possession opportunities really for both teams.
Miskell and Mance battling out high near the timeline. Miskell all the way to the basket. Loose on the floor, scooped up by Slinger. Now Jack Conan crossing over, down the lane, draws contact, offensive foul.
Good job by the Whitefish Bay defender stepping in. Conan tried to Euro step his way through the lane.
Well, he was met by like a Giannis wall.
Yes, and the defender just standing right in his way.
That point guard had 43 too.
That's just the first personal foul on Jack Conan.
That right there is an example, and again, Conan is very skilled, but sometimes you have to play off of 2 feet in traffic. There, the 1-foot Euro step got him in a little bit of trouble.
Substitution for Slinger. Jude Sicarla checking in, replacing Brett Palm. So a little size now for Slinger.
A little more size and length. One and done trap, and see Webb attack the basket.
Nice job of attacking after breaking the pressure, and Webb with the finish.
That time he was able to finish off 1 foot because he was able to avoid the contact.
Joey Conan on the skip, no, stolen away. Miskell, Julian Broderson.
Nice pass. Right on time, textbook. Julian caught it, immediately looked to the opposite block, found a streaking teammate in Broderson for the layup.
The lead is 18 for Whitefish Bay, their biggest lead of the game. Blue Dukes threatening to blow the doors off this one. Full timeout here at the Kohl Center with 13:26 to go. And here's another look at Whitefish Bay running the break.
Miskell gets it ahead. Julian finds Broderson streaking to the rim, as we said. The one thing that Whitefish Bay can do is they can overwhelm you with ball movement and efficiency. They've been able to do that tonight. They have just been more comfortable than Slinger has on their offensive end of the floor, and thus you have the 18-point lead.
That little guy's all fired up here.
That's a lot of energy for this time of night. Hey, look at that guy. I think we know who that guy is, don't you?
Steve Novak?
Yeah. He could shoot a little bit.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. My goodness. Marquette, Brown Deer High School back in the day. Got some experience down here. Oh, my God. Put the phone down. We're on the TV. I love the atmosphere down here, Mike, and I know you and I have been doing this for quite a few years, and just to see everybody come down here, the communities, they all come together. It's just a whole bunch of fun.
It is the magic of March, and it's not just the magic on the court. It's the whole ambiance of the whole tournament. But Championship Saturday is special, and to see these communities be able to support their teams the way they have this weekend, and really last weekend in Green Bay as well, is what it's all about.
Now the officials having some a word here. Coach Levine says it should be our ball. Yep, the officials having a conversation. You see it on the right-hand part of your screen.
Again, Whitefish Bay will stay in the zone, but they have one guy, if not two, always tracing where this guy with the ball, Jack Conan, is at.
Fogle, a corner three.
They needed that. Fogle was oh so good yesterday, and there he hits a big three for his team once again.
His second made three-pointer of the game. Yeah, this is the point where you feel like the game hanging in the balance.
A little bit.
Yeah, go either way.
And even though it's 15 points, again, Slinger has been in this spot and come back on Whitefish Bay before. Good job of just walling off. Oh, and he got it back and finished.
Julian right there after Sakarla saved it from going out of bounds. Corner three from Conan. Rebound comes off to Jack Conan, and will stay here. That's going to be a foul on Whitefish Bay. They're going to get Marcus Webb for it.
What's impressive about Jack Conan is even though the shots aren't necessarily falling, he doesn't have a ton of attempts. He's going to the glass hard. He's got 5 rebounds, still got 3 assists. But getting uncontested shot attempts have been really difficult tonight, which is a credit to Whitefish Bay. And right there, he's got 3, maybe 4 bodies around him.
And a beautiful dish to Colton Nance for the bucket.
And when his teammates get these opportunities now, they're going to have to finish just like Nance did right on that possession.
Well, every time you think Slinger might make the run, Whitefish Bay has answered. They've made 5 of the last 7 field goal attempts. Broderson all the way to the basket. He'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line. On the other end, Slinger, some interior passing.
Yeah, you can see Jack here with the catch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think all 5 Blue Dukes were involved in trying to guard him, and then he found his teammate cutting hard to the basket.
Broderson having himself one heck of a game, up to 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the floor.
Yeah, really efficient, but even more so, he's been more aggressive attacking the basket, forcing the defense from Slinger to have to account for him. And that's really important when you've got 3 guys like Miskell, Webb, and Julian that all 5 guys have to be accounted for on the offensive end.
Conan receives a high pick, now getting down the lane, had it knocked away, and a couple of free throws coming for Jack Conan.
At 6'6", he can cover a lot of ground stepping through the lane. And I think we'll see him in attack mode here in the final 11 minutes and 43 seconds. And right now, at this point in the game, as you said, Scott, it's hanging in the balance. He's going to need to be the primary guy.
Conan up to 10 points now. A pair of free throws there to make it a 15-point ball game. Whitefish Bay in control. Broderson breaks the pressure. Now Miskell to Julian. Webb on the drive. Miskell looking for somebody, finds Broderson. Webb down the lane. Kicks it over. Loto for 3 off the bench. Knocks it down at a 37% clip, and he drained that one, no problem.
Yeah, and it was Webb's ability to get into the interior of the defense and then kick out, which set up that opportunity.
Fogle on the pump fake, a 3-ball, and that one's good.
Good answer.
Jack Levine wants a timeout, 30-second timeout here at the Kohl Center. With 10:54 to go. So with 10:54 to go and still a long way, what do you think Coach Levine is talking about with his guys? Why do you want to take a timeout now?
Well, right now he's going to talk to his guys. You can't let that happen. You can't have a guy wide open in the corner that shoots at 37%. Slinger's going to keep trapping, pressing, extending pressure simply to force the tempo of the game. They know they're probably going to give some up, but they're at a point right now they don't have a choice. Like, if they just try to grind this out, they're not going to have enough possessions to get back into the game. If you're Whitefish Bay right now, if you're Coach Feet, you tell your guys you got to keep attacking pressure, keep attacking. Don't get passive against the length and athleticism of Slinger. And the situation tonight that's different than the first two games, Whitefish Bay has had an answer every time Slinger seems to get a little bit of momentum going. We'll see if that continues.
Let's see how Slinger approaches this defensively.
And for a jump if they get an opportunity. Whitefish Bay did a good job keeping the ball in the middle of the floor.
Miskel spinning and scoring.
Yeah, he's got a very, very unique and gifted skill set.
He watched his sister Sage win a state title for Whitefish Bay last weekend.
Listen, if they don't get this done, he may not be able to eat at the dinner table.
Oh, that's right. Fogle, another three, starting to heat up now.
He is. He might be the guy they need to play off of at the moment. He's got 3 threes here in the second half, and at least force Whitefish Bay to have to really account for him now.
We're at the 10-minute mark of the second half of our Division II championship. Madison Memorial, Wisconsin Lutheran are next in our D1 title game. Julian forcing the issue. Joey Koenig comes out of it with it.
Better find Fogle if you're Whitefish Bay.
Pass intended for Fogle. He got it somehow. Offensive foul.
Could see that Broderson beat him to the spot. I'm sure Slinger fans may not agree, but watching it courtside, it looked like he was there in time.
We'll get a look maybe after this timeout. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. From pavers and edgers to retaining wall blocks, Menards has the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscape block ready to take home today. Build a beautiful border for your landscape with our interlock edgers. A value of 99 cents each after rebate. Achieve a beautiful lush green lawn with American Seed. This grass seed features a coating that retains moisture and helps germination. A value of $8.89 each after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, hi. I'm just returning a call about my insurance policy.
Greeting.
Greeting.
Enter extension.
I don't know it.
State account number.
I don't know that either.
State policy number. Hang up and try again later.
You guys called me.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I just wanted to check in with you, Mark. Thanks for calling me back.
It's good to hear from you.
Scott Emmerich and Mike Hoosier back here at the Kohl Center in Madison with Whitefish Bay leading this one 48-34. In case you're just joining us, this is the third meeting of the season between these two North Shore Conference rivals. Slinger won the first two by 2 points and 1 point, but today it's been Whitefish Bay.
Well, you see Slinger's shooting in the second half has improved, but Whitefish Bay has not cooled off much. And that's become a problem for Slinger. You can't just trade baskets. You're going to have to get some stops and then convert those stops into points. It's pretty simple math at this point.
5 team fouls now on Slinger. Broderson kicking it back out to Julian. Now Lodel had that big three a moment ago.
Great spacing right now by Whitefish Bay. Good composure. It's nice to have guards that can handle the basketball with the quickness of Mace Miskell, and then the senior leadership that Webb provides as well.
Miskell on the drive, getting to the basket. Nope, decides to kick it back out. Webb, a three. Good!
Again, they've had the answer all night. Slinger's providing the question, and it's up to Whitefish Bay to have the answer, and thus far they've had it.
Whitefish Bay 6 of 10 from the free throw line, exactly the same as they were yesterday in the second half against West Salem. Lodel coming to set a high pick for Webb, turns it down. Now Julian double teamed by the Conans. Broderson open for three. That one's long, but there's going to be a foul, and that one's on Brett Palm. So Jack Broderson will go to the free throw line.
You know, if you're Slinger, you get the shot attempt, you probably want a deep three, but then you commit the cardinal sin in basketball. And Scott, do you know what that is?
Fouling a three-point shooter,
Yeah,
or
jump
fouling
shooter.
a jump shooter.
Yeah.
Well, the 2026 WIAA State Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Rural Mutual Insurance. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. And, of course, following a jump shooter, usually they're good free throw shooters
Yes,
as well.
the two usually and almost always go hand in hand. So let's hope we didn't jinx Mr. Broderson here at the foul line.
16 points for Jack Broderson, 14 boards. You know, he had a big game against Milwaukee Academy of Science in the sectional semifinals. He had 17 points and 13 rebounds in that one. He's just a junior. So is Julian. Miskell just a sophomore. A young squad.
Young squad, and Slinger is too a little bit. Both Conans will be back next year. So those will be much anticipated North Shore Conference matchups.
Sakarla back in for Slinger, replacing Brett Palm.
And with this lineup, a little more length on the floor than Palm is maybe out there.
Shanefield checking back in for Whitefish Bay, replacing Lodel. Shanefield had a seat for a while, battling that foul trouble, but back in.
Yeah, you know, I wrote that down. He went out at 14:54 the second half, and actually Whitefish Bay extended the lead, so.
Conan's trying to cut into that.
That was pretty deep.
That lead is 20 now, biggest lead of the game for the Blue Dukes. Threatening to run away with this one.
A little bit of desperation. And when I say desperation, urgency at this point, we're just about under 8 minutes, 20-point game.
Yeah,
it's kind of now or never.
Well, desperate to find somebody with a hot hand. Fogel has been the one guy, 5 assists from the field. Other than that, the rest of the team 6 for 31.
Well, again, it started in the first half, right? With the zone defense, the communication, extending Slinger out and making shot attempts and even catches difficult. And even though it's improved a little bit in the second half, as we said, Whitefish Bay has answered every time Slinger's been able to get a conversion.
Miskell couldn't connect on the front end of the 1-and-1. Here comes a double team on Conan. Boy, Coach Feet talked about that at halftime before the game with me, knowing where Jack Conan is. Here's Joey Conan, a little short on that jumper. You can see the frustration. Up ahead, Julian. Fogel is back, and the lay-in.
Yeah, no match there. Julian was able to sneak out once the rebound was secured in the open floor. He is just too tough to handle.
Fogel down the lane, off the glass and goal.
Boy, he's had a really nice tournament. See there the fast break points. Whitefish Bay leads that category with 8. And they may get more, especially with the high risk, high reward opportunities.
Thank you for joining this live 27 newscast. We've got you covered.
Up where Slinger is at tonight. They get the missed free throw and the ball just glances off of Joey Conan's hands. And everything tonight has just been a little bit difficult.
Julian looking for somebody. Kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Whitefish Bay. Whitefish Bay controlling the pace. And I was about to say they don't have a lot of turnovers, and just as I was about to say it, Marcus Webb
steps out of bounds. Yeah.
With a turnover. 8 turnovers in this one. Manageable. A manageable number,
Yes,
especially when you consider the pace, right?
The pace and the tempo, the length that Slinger has, I think coach would be okay with that. Especially when you're defending the way they are.
Vogel with a couple pump fakes, couldn't get his shot off. Joey Conan to Sakara, looking for a little higher. Nope, taking it back out. Jack Conan, a 3. And they're not falling from long distance for Jack Conan. He's 0 for 7 from three-point range.
No, that one looked to be on, but just off the rim, good run out.
Vogel on the finish.
We're going to need more of those types of live ball turnovers and opportunities. Keep cutting into the lead.
Timeout for Ryan Feet, and the Blue Dukes. This is a full timeout with 6:21 to go in the second half. We'll take a timeout as well. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
We can see it. His relentless determination. A fiery tenacity that can't be taught. We see that what he's passionate about today will steer him toward what he studies tomorrow and ultimately fuel his future career. And all he needs now is to find the right college. Welcome to the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
One of the best things about holiday traditions is the food. Jones products like our naturally smoked hams, dry-aged bacon, and all-natural sausage have been a part of our family traditions for almost 200 years. No matter the size of the celebration, whether you're celebrating long-standing traditions or starting your own, add the flavor and high-quality ingredients of Jones products to your table this holiday and for many more to come. Jones, making traditions better since 1889.
Back here at the Kohl Center, Whitefish Bay in control, leading this one by 18. Boy, their shooting has been unbelievable, Mike.
Yeah, Whitefish Bay at 60% or 65%, 60% from the three-point line, and conversely, Slinger at 33% overall, and that's actually improved from the first half.
Whitefish Bay able to do a great job of getting in the paint and then knocking down a few select threes.
Yes.
6 of 10 from three-point range. Shainfeld turns one down there.
Be very surprised in the last 6 minutes if we saw another three-point attempt. Maybe, but they've been very successful right now going to the basket.
Lab acrobatic on that finish. And now a slippery spot on the floor. Let's see if the officials bring out a little mop here.
Yeah, these guys with the mop, they've gotten a lot of airtime this weekend. Yeah, good finish. Imbalance off of 2 feet.
Had a few slippery spots out here this week.
Nice job, young man.
Getting some airtime. He probably wasn't expecting.
He's gotten a little bit this weekend, as we said.
Conan immediately double teamed when he touches it.
Yeah, it's been impressive. Whitefish Bay, how they've flown to the basketball and just made every touch really, really difficult.
A steal, 3-on-1. Webb with Miskell on his left. Webb with the finish.
Boy, he uses the defender's body and verticality, to be able to go up and create an angle to finish at the rim.
Webb is up to 11 points. There's a nice finish from Max.
Looks for Slinger now to really run and jump the basketball, try to get it out of Webb's hands.
Shanefield inside, kicks it back out. Broderson a three. You said no more threes.
I was a little surprised he maybe took that one. Not saying it was the wrong shot.
Joey Conan for three. Rebound, Jack Conan.
That was the case where Jack Conan is 6'6" and Broderson is 6'1" and maybe 6'2" and not 6'6".
Yeah, you can box it all you want, but you can't stop Pollard.
Yeah. It's the one thing in basketball that tends to kind of win out sometimes. Whoa. I don't know if there was, I hope not intent. I don't think there was. I think it was just the way the play unfolded. Everybody seems to be all right with it. But it is, you see here the reach-in happens. Yeah, no, there's nothing there on that. In fact, I think he was trying to grab him so that he maybe didn't go down real hard. And the one thing, Scott, I sense between these two teams, and I know they're rivals, they've had really highly competitive games, but there's a sense of respect between the two teams. And for how they're built amongst the kids, of course, they know each other. So no, there didn't sense anything there that was malicious.
Yeah, these two teams will be battling again next year. As you said a moment ago, a lot of the star players from both teams will be back to lock up against each other in another tight North Shore battle next year. Miskell at the line, 5 points today. 17 points in that win over West Salem yesterday.
Yeah, maybe more so than anything today. He has just controlled this game from the point guard spot. Hasn't turned it over, taken care of it.
Conan with an air ball on that three-point attempt. Still hasn't been able to find the range from beyond the arc. Julian to the basket.
That might be the exclamation point, Scott, right there.
Joey Conan can't get it to go, but he'll head to the free throw line. I'll tell you what, an emphatic finish from Colin Julian.
Well, again, we're going to see Broderson's going to get the hockey assist, and then Miskell gets the real assist. Great vision, and Julian going hard to the rim with the two-hand flush.
Joey Conan to the free throw line. Whitefish Bay, 4 players in double figures. The balance, we talked about that coming in. They have 4 starters who average in double figures, and Shanefield, who's almost there.
Yeah, 5 guys again on the floor. You have to account for them, and that's been on full display this evening. I've just been thoroughly impressed. They came into this tournament with over 400 assists as a team, and it's easy to see why. The way they share the ball and their movement on offense. And tonight, everything they've done on both ends of the floor, they have had a purpose to why they're doing it.
Shanefield looking for somebody, finds Broderson. Here comes a double team, and that's going to be a reach-in foul. And that's going to be on Bryson Fogel.
It's a matter now, knock down free throws, take care of the basketball. You're going to be in a great position.
Well, Broderson to the free throw line, where he's 5 of 7 today. 18 points, leads all scorers, along with Bryson Fogel at Slinger.
You know, at this point in the game now, with the way Slinger's going to probably come after Whitefish Bay, it's vital. You have to dribble with purpose now. Can't just be out there dribbling around, but if you dribble with purpose, you're going to either A, shoot free throws and make them, or B, you're going to put yourself in a position that sets your teammate up for very, very easy baskets.
Fogel takes it to the basket, ripped away by Shanefield, out of bounds, and it'll go to Whitefish Bay. Exhibit A of their terrific defense so far today.
Rotations have been on point, communication's been at an elite level, and your Coach Feed, I don't know if you could have drawn this up any better.
Webb to Miskell, and another fast break layup for the Blue Dukes. Palm him on the drive, and that'll be a foul on Whitefish Bay.
I think if you're Slinger, there's a lot. And again, they're going to return a lot of guys, and it's unfortunate for the seniors. But a lot you can take away from this into the offseason. And if you're Whitefish Bay, of course, you're going with what they're returning. You know, that target will be squarely on their back next year.
Joey Koinen will have a seat. Derek Berger, way number 4 in the lineup for the first time for Slinger. One of those seniors. And he'll launch one right away. Got his own rebound. Back to Fogle, a 3. Rare miss from him today. Roderson gets it across. Now Webb. Schoenfeld. Oh, blocked from behind by Fogle.
He had intentions going up in one hand, dunking that, and Fogle was like, not on this trip.
Yeah, he had angry intentions with that basketball that time. And then a jump ball with the possession arrow staying with Slinger. 2:50 to go in this Division II championship. Whitefish Bay eyeing up a state title. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Envision more than 2.4 million acres of forest across Wisconsin, all cared for and managed. Now you can help conserve Wisconsin's forests with every mile you drive. For just a $25 annual donation, you can show your support for sustainable forest management and education across the state. Search for the Wisconsin County Forest Association specialty plate on the Wisconsin DOT website. Print and mail in the form to update your license plate. Drive with pride and invest in our forests. Get your license plate today.
Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is proud to introduce you to Marissa Spoke, a standout athlete from Waterloo High School. Marissa plays softball, and she's even played tackle football. Beyond the field, she's active in FFA, 4-H, the Waterloo School Board, and several dairy associations. At home on her family's farm, North Crest Dairy, Marissa helps to care for 500 cows and 700 acres, assisting with herd health and daily chores. This Wisconsin Dairy Student Athlete of the Month feature is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
A special year for the Whitefish Bay basketball programs. Look at this, 16 times both the boys and girls teams from the same school made it to the title game in the same season. And 13 of those 16 times, both teams have had the same result. So if you were a betting person coming into this one, if you would have bet Whitefish Bay boys to win the state title, you probably would have won.
Yeah, there's a definite trend there, right?
Yep.
And that you know, it's special. I think when both
Willie Howard,
boys and
they
girls
next
teams
alumni.
maybe win a conference
after this
championship,
game.
or they both win a regional championship, but to both
Yes,
win a
sir.
state
Willie Howard, stay tuned,
championship.
baby. Alumni in the building.
Really, really heady stuff.
Yep. Fogle's had a really nice game. He's up to 20 points.
Yeah, he's had 2 really good days here, and tonight I know the outcome's not going to be what he or his teammates wanted, but he absolutely showed out and played very, very well over the course of the last 2 days.
And it's going to be a reach-in foul to send Schoenfeld to the free throw line. Schoenfeld, an accomplished baseball player. He's going to play college baseball, Coach Feet tells me. Love those multi-sport athletes.
Absolutely you do, and it's like he's got a good frame. Did he mention what position?
He did not. I'm going to guess tall, lanky, maybe pitcher.
That's what I was thinking. Pitcher. He just got that type of frame, right?
Yep. Athletic, maybe outfielder.
You're a baseball guy, aren't you?
No, I wasn't a baseball guy. No.
Okay. I know we talked your golf game, which led me to believe maybe you were a baseball guy. I would have had you for a second baseman spot.
Yeah, outfielder, perhaps.
Okay.
I prefer catching fly balls, not fielding them hit hard to me on the ground. Inside, Palm loses the handle. Up ahead, Webb tracks it down, and he'll lay it up and in.
You know, that's been a trend too tonight, the transition baskets and points, which has led to points in the paint for Whitefish Bay.
I tell you what, it's been an absolute clinic here for Whitefish Bay. After losing to Slinger twice during the regular season. Coach Feet telling me there were 2 big moments this season for the Blue Dukes. They lost at Arrowhead in overtime, the second game of the season, and then they beat Nicolet at Nicolet for the first time in about a decade. And he said after those 2 games, they had a feeling that they could be really good this season.
Well, and they were really, really good tonight. And I don't know if it was the perfect game for Coach Feet, but it had to be pretty close. And to be able to do it on this stage against the team the caliber of Slinger says a lot about A, his coaching, and B, the young men in the program.
So with 1:50 to go, we're getting some substitutions now. For Slinger, number 12, J.J. Faulbach into the lineup now.
The other thing I'd mention, Scott, and I know this did not go Slinger's way tonight, but this is a really outstanding basketball team. They just had a really difficult shooting night. A lot of that had to do with Whitefish Bay, but I'm sure they'll be back and in the conversation next year, not only in the conference, but for an opportunity to get back to Madison.
Hey, this is a team that was mentioned among the best teams in the state in any division. I mean, after beating Whitefish Bay twice during the season, they beat Nahurab, which was really good, Arrowhead and Oshkosh North, really good, high-quality teams. And, yep, they'll be back. They'll be ready to make another run next year.
Yeah.
Jack Conan, strong on the 3, and Broderson coming out of the rebound with 1:39 to go.
Yeah, this was just one of those nights, and it happens.
And now a foul. That one's going to be on Berger for Slinger, and Broderson will go back to the free throw line. And now we're going to see some mass substitutions for Slinger. As well for Whitefish Bay. In a moment after these free throws from Jack Broderson. Broderson working on a double-double, 21 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, and Whitefish Bay knew they were going to have to get some scoring outside of the big 3. And really forward, you said there's 4 guys that averaged double figures, and Schoenfeld was right there close to it. But tonight, Broderson and Schoenfeld gave them what they needed to really get over the hump. And now the celebration is going to be on here pretty quickly in the Whitefish Bay student section.
Thank you for joining this live 27 newscast. We've got you covered.
Mentioned him a moment ago. Shot off the mark that time by Patrick Sherman. Loose and scooped up by Whitefish Bay.
Yeah, big moment for a lot of players to be able to get to play in a state championship game. And looks like Whitefish Bay is ready to make some substitutions as well.
On the drive, Sample kicking it back out, Muderlock.
It's a name, didn't play much tonight, had a really good day yesterday against West Salem. Made some key plays.
He filled up the box score too. And now we're getting a quick timeout just for substitutions for Whitefish Bay. Checking in, George Frieder, number 24. Juan Molina, number 21. And having a seat, Marcus Webb and Matthew Schoenfeld. There'll be hugs all around on that Whitefish Bay bench.
Yeah, great way for the 2 seniors to go out. State champions.
Max Nowak into the lineup as well, wearing number 32 for Whitefish Bay. Final 40 seconds here at the Kohl Center. Reminder, the Division I title game coming your way right after this one. Madison Memorial and Wisconsin Lutheran. Wisconsin Lutheran going for their 3rd straight state title. On the drive, Muderlock will go to the free throw line after drawing the foul.
Yeah, we the do Aaron Whitlaw. Hey, Whitlow, I meant to text you, inbox you the other day, dog. I
He
had
made
watched
a
our
number
game.
of plays that do not show up in the box
You was
score.
kicking our
And they made
tail,
two big free throws
dog.
late in the
Hey, I
game.
hope all is
But,
well too, Aaron, dog. My
his
dog.
ability to defend, rebound, get some 50-50 balls was huge in the decisive run that they needed to get to this point tonight.
In the lineup now is Will Wagner for Whitefish Bay, and Budalak will have a seat. Look at him out
Everybody's excited. It's
that jumper off the mark, up ahead, and it's David Sample on the breakaway. Oh, delayed a little bit. Rebound bucket good by Noah. And the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes, champions in 1996, 1998, and 2011, champions again in 2026. Ryan Feed and the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes will be celebrating the Division II state title. Time now for a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Think spring and save big at Menards. All prices are value after rebate. Pick up a bag of natural wood mulch, just $1.69. Crabgrass preventer with dirt food, only $14.19. Stock up with 75-count disinfectant wipes, just $1.99. Tide Simply All-in-One Laundry Detergent is only $6.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
It's a long story.
You can say claim, billing, or something else.
Can I talk to someone else?
Transferring now. Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I'm so glad you're here today, Erin. How can I help?
It shouldn't be this easy to get a dinner this tasty on the table. Our all-new, no antibiotics ever, all-natural pork and chicken meatballs heat up in minutes and are delicious in a variety of dishes or appetizers. They're as easy as heat, sauce, and serve. They're packed with protein and free from gluten, dairy, soy, and wheat. They're so juicy and flavorful because we use only high-quality ingredients and a few simple spices. Jones, making mealtime better since 1889.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In their 7th trip to state, Whitefish Bay wins their 4th state title in school history. Let's hand out some trophies. We'll send it over to PA announcer Jim Strick.
The WIA Board of Control invites you to participate in the award ceremony for these two fine teams that have just completed their tournament competition. Making the presentation tonight to the Division II teams will be Board of Control members Dennis Burr from Fall River, Ryan McMillan from Muskego, Brian Nadeau from Ellsworth, Jim Boucher from Wausau, Jill Stober from Waterford, along with WIA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser and WIA Assistant Director and Boys Basketball Tournament Director LeVar Ridgway. Will the players from Slinger please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Joey Conan, Colton Mance, Jack Conan, Devin Berger, Bryson Vogel, Patrick Sherman. Jude Sicarla. JJ Feilbach. Herrick Bondlander. CJ Bogdanovich. Noah Presley. Brett Palm. And will coach Alex Levine from Slinger please come forward to receive the team trophy. And will the players from Whitefish Bay please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Mace Miskell. Marcus Webb. Jack Broderson. Matthew Schoenfeld. David Sample. Reed Muderlag. Colin Julian. Nico DeMarco. Juan Molina. Tom Erno. George Frieder. Max Nowak. Jack Lodel. Will Wagner. And will coach Ryan Feet from Whitefish Bay please come forward to receive the team trophy.
Mike, you and I were talking while they were handing out the trophies. Two tight games during the regular season. Not a surprise that Whitefish Bay won. But looking at the scoreboard, Whitefish Bay winning by 31 tonight. Surprise!
Yeah, that I don't think anybody saw that coming. But the execution and the level of execution that Whitefish Bay had on both ends of the floor would be, you know, winning formula to this tune. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Well, let's show you some of that execution. Highlights from the second half. We'll show you how Whitefish Bay was able to pull away after leading 28-16 at the half. Jack Broderson, sensational game tonight.
He did. He had a huge night, both on offense, and then here you're going to see on defense taking the charge.
And then the athleticism of the guards. Marcus Webb, first for three. And then him and Colin Julian on a couple of fast breaks.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of that, especially late in the game, and then the finish is playing off of 2 feet. And here you see another one going into the defender and laying it in.
Colin Julian, 2 terrific days down here at the state tournament. And the Blue Dukes celebrating their 4th state title. Back-to-back weekends of gold ball for Whitefish Bay basketball. And you can look at your game stats in this one. Look at the shooting for Whitefish Bay.
Yeah, they were incredibly efficient, high assist rate. And then you look at the shooting for Slinger, obviously had an impact, but the inside points and the fast break points, really deciding factors in the outcome of this game.
And that's inside points, 42-20, despite having a size disadvantage.
Yeah, well, and a lot of that came off of the ability to get into the paint and then find cutters to finish at the rim.
Leading scorers in this one. We'll get Broderson with 23, had the double-double. He had 10 rebounds to go with that. Julian, 4 players double figures for Whitefish Bay. Slinger led by Bryson Fogel. He was really the only guy who found the range, 7 of 10 from the field. I'll tell you what, the winning Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes are standing by with Bob Brainerd. Bob, take it away.
Thank you so much, Scott. First 2 games against Slinger. I don't have to tell you guys, you didn't come out on the winning end, but they were both close. Why was this game not close tonight, Jack?
I mean, our 2 losses were really close. I mean, we had like very, very close game-tying decisions, and we just wanted this game. We really did.
Julian, the game plan, did it change against Slinger, or was it the same and you guys are just saying, this time we're going to get it done?
It was the same thing. We knew that both times we could have won the game. The first time, Jack Kona hit a buzzer beater. The second time, Brody missed a tough one. But we knew every single time that we were in the game. And this time, and today, we had all the confidence that we were going to win this game, and we did it!
Yes, sir.
Yes, you did. And you guys did it with the defense. The defense was stifling. The Conans couldn't get enough points to rally back in the second half. Tell me about the D.
I think it's just, I mean, we've been doing this the whole season. I mean, our coach has set up a great zone offense, zone defense, and I mean, it's kind of what we've just practiced the whole season and executed today.
Did this game feel good in the belly when you started it today against a team you've seen twice?
I think we took it like any normal game, honestly. With our start, I don't think it was anything different in my stomach or anything. For all of us, we just knew what we had to execute, and we did it.
Ryan, the guys just talked about it. Execution. You gave them the X's and O's. You told them what you needed to do to get over the hump against Slinger this time. Boy, did they execute it to perfection.
Yeah, these guys have been playing our matchup zone for 3 years now, and they've never executed it better than they did tonight. We walked through some stuff, but man, they were amazing. And it's a thing where you got to have a feel of playing and communicating with each other. I mean, these guys are amazing. 3 varsity guys.
And by the way, Whitefish Bay girls won last week in Green Bay. Now the boys went in Madison. Bragging rights. Who's got it in the hallways?
I think I think that the boys got it because we won by way more. The girls only won by like 2 points, and we won by 29. So I think we got the bragging rights.
Ooh, challenge accepted in the cafeteria at Whitefish Bay. Congratulations, gentlemen. Back to you.
We might have to have a 3-point shooting contest in the gym when they get back or something, just for the heck of it. Well, a sensational performance top to bottom for Whitefish Bay. The Division II state champs, the Division I state title game is coming your way shortly. Madison Memorial and Wisconsin Lutheran. Mike, great to work with you again as always.
You as well, Scott. It was a great tournament. I'm sure the D1 game will be great. But you're a pro's pro again.
So are you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. All right, send it upstairs now. Here's R.J. Wilson.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We have a special guest joining us now, Janet Clark from beautiful Rosendale, Wisconsin, a proud graduate of Laconia High School.
I am, yes.
She is the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin board president. We welcome you back after the girls' tournament last week. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin partners with the WIA State Tournament telecast. Why is that meaningful to farmers like you?
Well, as dairy farmers are, 98% of the farms in Wisconsin are family farms. And, you know, when I look at what the values of the WIA and what the values of dairy farmers, I'm talking teamwork, commitment, and really showing up for our community. And these are things that are very important, not only for WIA, but really embody what a dairy farmer is all about. And, you know, we're very, very proud to be able to be the chocolate milk as a sponsor, or as the official milk, or official beverage of WIAA. And as a dairy farmer, that makes me so proud. I know that as these athletes are working so hard today, they can refuel their body with great nutritious milk right after their games.
And it's delicious.
Oh, it's amazing, right?
How does Born to Dairy join into that message?
So Born to Dairy is our campaign. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is leading the charge. They're saying, hey, we want to be able to connect our dairy farmers with our community. So we're going to look at what what are the personas of our dairy farmers? We have the MacGyver. He is the one that can fix everything. Who doesn't know a father or grandfather that knows how to fix everything? We have the farm fit farmer, that she is looking at all her nutrition, what is best for her body. And I know that I have families or people in my community that can also resonate with that. So let's connect them with a farmer, and let's personalities in which they can relate to, because us dairy farmers are just like everybody else in our community.
You got it. Wisconsin dairy farmers, of course, known for caring deeply about the land, the animals, and their communities as well. From your perspective as a dairy farmer, why does that matter so much?
Oh, when I'm making decisions about my land, my animals, and especially the water, this is, I'm making decisions not only for my family, because I'm running this land and I'm drinking the water my family is in my community, but it's also I'm making decisions for the future, for generations to come, and for the community of generations to come. So every decision that we make as a dairy farmer impacts our community and our families, and we want to make sure that we're doing what's best for our land and our water. Plus, that's also doing what's best for our animals, because if we have healthy, nutritious animals, that makes the best milk, and we all know in Wisconsin we make the best cheese here, right? So best milk, best quality milk is making the best award-winning cheese here in Wisconsin. So.
And very quickly, did everybody get through the blizzard last week?
Oh,
okay?
we did. It was challenging. Taking care of animals and making sure that our employees are there, making sure our milk truck can arrive every day was a challenge. But you know what? A lot of places made it through, and our animals are happy and healthy.
Good to hear.
Yes.
Great. Janet Clark, thanks very much for joining us. Good to see you again after last week's girls basketball tournament. More to come from the Kohl Center. The Division I final is moments ahead. But first, a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network station.
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her, and in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
Envision more than 2.4 million acres of forest across Wisconsin, all cared for and managed. Now you can help conserve Wisconsin's forests with every mile you drive. For just a $25 annual donation, you can show your support for sustainable forest management and education across the state.
Amazing range.
He had 6 3-pointers last night, one off the Division I state tournament record. 6 of 8 he finished. Cager Knippel to respond and does. The junior from the corner.
6'10" kid with that kind of silky smooth throw is so impressive.
It's got to be tough when the opposing team's first entry
my
in the
bad,
starting
y'all.
lineup is a 6'10" guard.
My bad.
You don't see that often, do you?
Outside on the patio chilling. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Let's go.
Cager on the defensive end. Cager running the break. Skip past to Xavier Zenz. Zenz on the drive. And calling for the charge. Cole Slack taking it right in the chest.
That's Slack's job. Glass, defense.
The two teams trade threes to start. Anthony Miller from the parking lot. Cager Knippel from the pocket.
Pure shooters look like they're ready to go tonight.
Two guys that shoot it. Knippel at a 42% from 3. Miller was 32% coming in, but looking very comfortable on this Cole Center floor.
6 of 8 last night.
Caleb Ligon passes one up, pulls it back out.
See if he can, where he left off last night, 4 for 4 from 3.
Memorial making its 11th appearance at state, all under Steve Collins.
Steve's had an amazing career there, what he's done with that program.
Spartans, here's Braun on the drive, gets it to go.
He's kind of a Swiss Army knife.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
Saw the rebounding defense.
It was beautiful.
Could shoot it, get to the basket.
Patio talking too
nice
much.
finish.
Ron, the Lawrence commit, is the leading scorer for the Spartans this season at around 16 per game. Xavier Zenz driving, picked up by Caleb Ligon, looking to pass inside, finds Kinston on the high post, and Kinston spins and scores.
Beautiful footwork. Kinston put him in the spin cycle, kissed it softly off the glass. So skilled.
Kinston standing 6'7" is just a sophomore. He is the third of the 5 Knippel brothers. Miller, a long one again. Anthony Miller, 2 for 2 to start.
Unbelievable. I don't even think the net moved on that one.
This shooting display for Miller was carried over from last night to tonight.
Wow, is he pure.
12 of 17 last night. That was tied for the most ever in a state tournament game in Division I. Madison Memorial hot to start here from the Cole Center in Division I. Now a message from
Thank you for joining this live 27 newscast. We've got you covered.
Peterson's Dairy. Samuel plays an active role in the family's daily operations. He's also involved in 4-H, National Honor Society, and Electrothon. This Wisconsin Dairy Student Athlete of the Month feature is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
It's a long story.
You can say claim, billing, or something else.
Can I talk to someone else?
Transferring now. Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I'm so glad you're here today, Erin. How can I help?
Welcome back to Madison. The Spartan senior putting on a show this weekend here at the Cole Center. Anthony Miller last night, he was 8 of 13 from the field, including 6 of 8 from deep. That was tied for third most in a Division I state tournament game. 2 guys have hit 7.
Comes back tonight, starts 2 for 2.
Riley Walls out for Cager Knippel, who thought about a 3. Back to Walls. Walls straight up. This is it. Cole Slack has the board.
It's a good look for Riley. He's a real good shooter. Slack on the glass again.
Caleb Ligon from the Culver's logo shorts.
He's got that kind of range too. He showed these last couple of days. Just left it a little short. I think Wisco's going to try to keep working that paint area with their size against this zone. And then spray it back out.
Walls rims out, but the rebound is good from Nathan Tramberg, who came in off the bench and makes a quick impact, the junior.
Long, athletic kid, got on the glass, made a nice impact right away.
Jamel Sewell's gone to the bench for the Vikings. Tramberg's in his place. Memorial up one early.
Memorial will be patient and run their stuff until they get the shot they want. A lot of back cuts, basket cuts, moving the ball, swinging it side, top side.
There's the freshman, Levante Johnson.
Very talented young man.
Look for Caleb Ligon on the cut, but the ball ricochets out of bounds. It'll go to the Vikings. Steve Collins not pleased with the execution there.
No, coach said he's got such upside, and his best days are ahead of him. But he's had a really good freshman year.
Been in the game a long time. Very great.
KJ Cross is coming as well for Memorial. He had a nice game last night. The junior big man.
Great
15 points for him off the bench.
Really good player.
Nice players to come through.
Got him extended.
Here's Cager over to Kendall Newman. Newman. Vincent Knipple attacking. Xavier Zenz straight away and gets the shooter's roll for Mr. Basketball.
Never hurts. Nice two-man game on that side with the brothers. Kicked it out, or the cousins, excuse me, kicked it out to Xavier, and he got it to go off the back bracket.
Wisco back into the lead. Here's Braun working against Cager.
Wisco plays good defense. Man-to-man, cover for each other, long. Athletic, very connected.
Their calling card, Coach Ryan Walls says, over his 18 years with the program, they're going to be very connected on defense, but this is certainly the lengthiest team they've had, starting 4 guys at 6'7" or above.
Yeah, not real typical in high school, is it?
Not at all. Although Jamel Sewell is currently on the bench. He's staying 6'8". Here's KJ Cross from the high post. Cross goes right at KJ. Knipple spins, swat away. Cager gets a hand on it, and now Zenz brings it up.
Beautiful defense.
Newman loses it, and it will go back to the Spartans.
I think Newman thought Coach Collins was open.
Coach Collins happy with that one. Let's take a look back at the previous Lutheran possession before that one. Kinston working inside out.
Yep. Back down game, drew the defender, kick to his cousin, and Xavier knows what to do with it from there.
Xavier Zenz a 40% three-point shooter this year. Committed to play basketball in Northern Iowa next year. He is the lone senior in this Wisco starting lineup, but there he gets his hand on a ball, and it will go to the Spartans. Foul call against, I believe it was Will Lesowski-Sem.
Yeah, Lesowski just checked in.
Memorial goes pretty deep. They played 9 guys in last night's performance as Levante Johnson comes back in. There were plenty of nights this season they could go 10 deep, but Caleb Ligon's twin brother Ezra, there he is, has been out with an injury for the last month or so, so Ezra will not play tonight.
Makes what they've done all the more impressive, losing their, arguably their best player. And they continue to play great basketball, but they are so deep.
Riley Walls. Into the painted area, back out to Xavier Zenz, who has Will Lesowski-Sem on him. Corner 3 for Cager, off the mark. Sewell thinks it's Lutheran's ball, but it is Memorial's ball.
Sewell does a nice job crashing the glass. Got a hand on that one, just couldn't quite bring it home. Cross, pretty good matchup. Cross is going to the bench now.
Miller bringing it up. Gotti Carey on the sophomore has entered for KJ Cross for Madison Memorial.
Talented young man as well.
So they've already had 9 different players in the game.
Back-to-back nights, coach has the depth. Why not use it and keep his guys fresh?
Next man up mentality.
They like the wheel offense, running those cutters off the high post screener.
Bodies on the floor. It's Riley Walls who goes down and is whistled for the foul.
If he just didn't quite jump to the ball, or if he was trying to take a try to get a block there.
People barely hear me.
Wisconsin Lutheran regains the lead here in a back and forth early going at the Kohl Center. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
It's probably the game.
It's always been there. His love of the outdoors.
All right, so far as can't hear you, bro. What about now? How it sound now?
You know that the
Willie,
things he's passionate about today
let me know.
will build the foundation
I do got the
of
game
what he
turned up
does
to the
tomorrow.
max.
And
So
possibly inspire a
just in
new
my mic right now. Let me know
All
how it
he needs
sounds.
now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities.
Hey, man, come on, W, you an alumni, bro. I'm already knowing.
I'm Will Jones.
Can y'all hear me clear, y'all?
Member at Jones Dairy Farm.
I can start over,
The biggest
Nez. I ain't
advantage
tripping.
a family-owned company has is it's our name on the package. We wouldn't put our name on something, we wouldn't serve our own families. 7 generations of family ownership means we feel more connected to the past and stick with what works.
He asked,
Other companies
do I
have
know
cut
how
corners
many
to cut
NPS
costs.
teams
Not
won
us.
state
The simplicity of
or
our
have been
recipes
to
is
state?
more resonant now than ever.
So-
Jones, making breakfast and mealtime better.
Okay,
since
good.
1889.
Whitlaw, okay.
Fans
I
ready
know
to go here
the
at
game
Kohl
coming back
Center.
on.
That man has a
Okay, I'm
basketball
good
on
now.
his
Okay,
head.
bad.
Wisconsin Lutheran leads at 10-8.
Next
Be sure to
commercial
download
break,
the WIAA Sports Live
we
app
gonna
to
get
your
back to that.
television or mobile device.
Because y'all
The app
couldn't hear
is
me the
free
first
and
time.
delivers the
And I remember what I said,
championships
though.
For 10 sports throughout the school year, it is free to download and watch the games. The WIAA Sports Live app is sponsored by the Universities of Wisconsin. Carl Winter here with 3-time state championship winning head coach Scott Anderson and Coach Madison Memorial content to dictate the pace of this game and keep it slow.
I think they like it where it's at right now on both ends of the floor. Being patient here, keeping Wisco's size out of the lane on the other end.
Wisconsin Lutheran played its closest game of the season when it comes to playing Wisconsin-based competition last night against Appleton North. They won by 6 points. It's their only game all year that has been within single digits here in the Badger State. They played a few out-of-state teams close, but of course won those games as well. Wasowski send for 3 gives Madison Memorial the lead.
Wasowski stepped into that shot with great confidence, knocked it down.
Spartans back into the lead. Here's the entry pass for Zenz. Zenz was picked up by Carrion. Pedro Knippel in the corner. Back to Zenz. Zenz one-on-one with Ligon, and the referee says that's a hand check. Tyler Nelson, the referee, making that call on Ligon.
Yeah, just got a little handsy. Got to try to play that on your chest. And get those hands and show the ref those hands.
Slack into the game. Miller back into the game as Carrion goes to the bench.
I think Lutheran could try to use a little bit of the short corner area. They're going deep corner right now. I think with some of that size, maybe short corner.
Folks, the 2026 WIAA State Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money on Menards on all your home improvement needs. Notable here, Caleb Ligon has gone to the bench with 2 fouls.
Very notable. He's important to them. He's such a good player.
About halfway through the first half. He's on the bench. Pedro Knippel's also on the bench. Down low for Sewell, who goes up strong and scores on Cole Slack.
Beautiful find, and I like how you said strong, because that young man is strong.
Jamel Sewell, likely a Division I football player someday on the offensive line or the defensive line or both. He's got offers from all over the Midwest to play football. Just a junior.
If I were running back or quarterback, I'd let him block for me.
6'8", he's got the build for it, certainly. Built like a brick house.
He sure is.
Here's Anthony Miller.
He's isolated. I kind of looked like he was sizing it up, but didn't go.
Memorial going 5 out here. Now Cole Slack's down on the baseline.
Love their spacing. It's important to them. Out to the NBA.
Chess match here between 2 extremely well-coached teams. 2 long-time coaches. Ryan Walls in his 18th year, Steve Collins in his 27th. They've been on this stage many times.
You are 100% correct on both of them. Great coaches and outstanding men.
Nick Bean.
None of these players
high-low action, yes, sir. Hey, that's all day, too, Whitlaw. It's all day. The high-low action.
Of course, going for 3 straight. Cole Slack is trapped on the baseline. Back out to Miller.
Sewell can really move his feet. Slack thought he had an angle, and Sewell cut him off.
Long possession here for Memorial. Looking for an opening in their defense and not finding it.
At 12-11, they're going to be just fine bleeding some clock until they get what they want.
Miller picked up by Zenz. Miller on the drive, has it stripped, ball is loose. Riley Walls picks it up. Really good. Tristan Hahn grabbing it for Risco. Walls now to Hahn. Inside for Kinston Knippel. Reverse slaying, good.
Oh, beautiful, using the rim to protect the ball on the reverse layup.
That's Kinston's second bucket of the day. We'll take another look at it as Wisconsin Lutheran got some numbers here.
Look how skilled. That's not an easy finish. He made it look easy.
Tristan Hahn goes to the bench along with Jamel Sewell.
I was just going to say the same thing. A lot of rotations from both teams. Seems like every dead ball, there's a couple new kids coming in for both teams.
Cager Knippel has come back in as well for Risco. He did not sit at all last night, and it was a somewhat tight game. He played all 36. So did Riley Walls and Xavier Zenz in that win over the Appleton North Lightning, but Cager already gotten a bit of a break tonight. Lutheran up 3 rather. Braun and against Cager.
Braun likes that wing sweep drive, especially on the right side. But Cager's tough to get by at times.
We have 7 minutes to go in the first half. Division I state title game. Been very tight all the way again. Somewhat slow pace. Madison Memorial fine with that.
No question. When they can shorten the game, that's to their advantage.
Miller steps to his left, fires away, and connects. Anthony Miller again.
And if they can get that young man open, that is to their advantage. What a beautiful sidestep 3.
3 for 3. After going 6 for 8 yesterday on threes.
And you gotta love the wristband. You don't see a great wristband too often.
It's a lost art here in high school boys basketball. Cole Slack's wearing one as well, I can see for Memorial. It's not often. Xavier Zenz now on the drive. We've got another tie ball game after the 3. Riley Walls 3. That's off. Cager Knippel offensive rebound. Blocked at the rim. Gets his own board. Blocked at the rim again. Ball's loose. What crew say? They say jump ball. Just incredible interior defense here from a Memorial team.
Outstanding.
They block Cager Knippel twice at the point of attack. It's a jump ball coming up after the break. Now a message from your local
All right,
station.
Nez.
This is your
So real quick,
network
this is the winning, right? The question is, you know how many MPS teams won state?
Division more than 2.4 million acres.
Vincent, 5 gold balls. King, 2. Washington, I think it was either 84-96. Who else? That's 8. That's 8 so far. Juneau, 9. City Conference. City Conference. That's off the top that I remember, 9. And then as far as going up there, I went up there twice. Our group. DG went up there twice. That's 4. Washington, when Mr. Riley had them, went up. That's 1. That's another one. Washington with Dave them. That's another one. I don't know if they went once or twice, but that's 6 so far. Man. What? Oh, Custer. Custer went up there. When they played Brian Butch. That's 7 times. That's 7 teams that went up there and didn't win.
14-14 as they try to knock off.
But we got like 7, 8.
Who also traveled well as they seek
maybe, yeah, 7, 8.
In this game, only 14-14 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. But
not
it's
all
not
the
like
way
these
horrible,
teams are
man.
shooting poorly. Madison Memorial actually shooting extremely well. They're 5 of 7 from the field as a team so far. They've only taken 7 shots.
And watching them play the last night and a half, you're almost surprised when they miss.
Lutheran 50% from the field. That jump ball went back to Madison Memorial after Cager Knippel was blocked twice at the rim. Don't see that very often from the 6'10" junior. Andrew Braun does not get the friendly roll. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's Braun's game. Getting downhill, slashing. Great cut and pass. And he almost went for 3 there. That was almost a...
Was Destiny an MPS school?
Braun, a guy who Coach Collins says had probably.
Said you know how many NPS teams won state
history. That's a 27-year history.
or have been to state.
Braun, a guy who was not happy with his role last year. Didn't proud about it. Got in the gym. Got stronger.
Oh, Momo, I got Vincent 5 gold balls already. Yes, sir.
This season.
He's a really good player.
They got 5.
You know, I hadn't seen
Yeah,
him
but
all
yeah,
last
Brent.
year,
If
but I've seen through video and
I'm not sure what Destiny was.
David Zen's got a tape job. Andrew Braun hits the game's first 2 free throws. Will Lisowski-Sem comes in for him. Lisowski-Sem, a guy who was a hero in the sectional final game, hitting a big corner 3 to go ahead against Verona on that one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, you talking about when he was at Bayview? Okay. Yeah, they did go up there. You right. D. Joe then went up there.
Gonna get it inside. Caleb Ligon, the interception.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of teams go upstate, y'all.
Xavier, I know they want to get him the ball and get him involved, but 3 or 4 Memorial bodies around him.
Memorial knows where he is at all times. Wraparound pass is loose. Riley Walls picks up a steal. Walls ahead. Lay in no, follow no, and we've got a foul at the rim. Cranberg couldn't get it to go, and then Kinson, or Cager Knipple rather, could not get it to go. That may be 3 on Ligon. Let me see what.
Hey, I know what you're talking about, Brent. But that's what I'm saying when he's at Bayview. Yeah, I do remember that.
It was a huge blow to the Spartans in the first half.
That's not going to be good for them. His third.
Taking a look, Tranberg's shot was strong, and then too much contact between Ligon and Knipple, and that's 3 on Caleb.
Yeah, he hit him down low on that replay, no question.
He's staying in the game. Coach Collins says we're going to ride with him. Unless Levante Johnson comes in for him right now.
Yeah, Johnson's going to get him.
I stand corrected. Johnson comes in.
That would be an all-time rolling of the dice if we were to keep Ligon in the game.
They still lead it by 2. Cager misses that one. This is very rare. Cager Knipple is a 91% free throw shooter this season. Not an extremely high volume of them, but to see him miss that is bizarre. Will Lisowski-Sem now has the rock over to Levante Johnson. And that was a turnover.
Just a little loose with the ball. One-handed passes, not connected.
Can't have mistakes like that when you're looking at knock off a powerhouse like Wisco.
And especially when you do get shots, you're making a high percentage of them, so you want to make sure you're getting them right.
Newman over to Zenz, back to Newman. Newman down to Sewell on the block. Sewell with a strong move. He will go to the free throw line.
Sewell found that short corner area I was talking about before. I think that they need to attack that area. It was a great pass by Newman.
Coach, he moves well, a future lineman in the college football.
Yeah, no question. See that, grabs it, rips one dribble to the front of the rim. Oh, he's a developing free throw shooter from what coach said. We'll see how it goes here for him.
This is that one. I think if you're Memorial, you live with him at the free throw line. You'd rather hack him than let him get an easy 2.
Yeah, the old hack-a-shack, right? Rather than give him a layup or a dunk, make him go earn it at the free throw strike.
Shoots it at 54% this year from there. This the first. So Wisco's 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Take it 0 for 4.
He's going to get another one. Miller was in early.
It's an easy call there for the refs. It did look like he jumped.
Yeah. He's almost got a little bit of a hitch in his, he stops. So I think he threw him off there with his time trying to get a block out.
Sewell in his bright yellow Kobe's. It's that free throw. Wisco now 1 of 4 from the charity stripe.
Freddie would remember the old NBA, ABA days where you get 3 to make 2. Sewell there.
He did get that one. It's got a second chance and made the most of it. 3 to make 2, that would be something in today's basketball. It would really slow it down, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're probably too young. You don't remember those days.
I do not. I could have used 3 to take 2, though. I was not a great free throw shooter. KJ Cross working strong against Kinson Knipple. That's his first bucket of the day.
He can play, though. That's his game. Getting at the rack, finishing strong off of 2 feet.
Cross had 15 in the semifinals. 6 of those came at the free throw line as they were fouling him late. He was hitting them. Kendall Newman, tough shots. Madison Memorial has a nice save by Levante Johnson. Again, if you're Memorial, you live with that. That's a tough shot.
No question.
Here's Slack.
Memorial's pieces just fit. They've got some shooters. They've got kids that really tough defensively, get on the glass with Slack.
And just like they vary the defense, they vary the lineups. Braden Benai's in the game now, so that's the ninth Spartan to see the floor.
And they all bring something. Credit to those kids, and the real credit to Steve and his staff piecing this together after losing their best player.
And now one of their other best players, his twin brother, is out with 3 fouls. Here's at Benai.
And they aren't flinching, are they? You can see they're just running their stuff. They're going to be composed and poised and get what they want.
3 minutes to go in the first half. Madison Memorial still shooting it at 6 of 8 from the field. They're taking 8 shots in the first 15 minutes. It's full Slack trap. They bring the double. Fight for it on the ground. Sewell and Slack. Sewell and Slack. A little bit of chippiness there at the end, but the ball goes to Wisconsin Lutheran, who trails it by 3 as they are in pursuit of a perfect season. Folks, now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Get it.
Thank you for joining this live 27 newscast. We've got you covered.
$8.89 each after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, hi. I'm just returning a call about my insurance policy.
Greeting.
Greeting.
Enter extension.
I don't know it.
State account number.
I don't know that either.
State policy number. Hang up and try again later.
You guys called me.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I just wanted to check in with you, Mark. Thanks for calling me back.
It's good to hear from you.
And we're back with 3 minutes remaining in the first half of the Division I WIAA State Boys Basketball Championship game. Wisconsin Lutheran, the undefeated Vikings, have not scored in nearly 5 minutes on the floor. They're over their last 5 from the field. Xavier Zenz had 21 points last night against Appleton North. He's Mr. Basketball in Wisconsin. Just 3 so far tonight. He's only taken 1 shot.
I don't know how many times he's touched the ball. They haven't been able to. It's been really hard even to get him touches. So credit Memorial. Their defense is highly and heavily faded to him.
They're back in their trademark zone. They throw a number of different zones at you and have tonight Levante Johnson defending Cager Knippel. Here's Kinsa Knippel straight away. No good. Levante Johnson has the rebound. Make that 0 of 6 from the field for Lutheran on their last 6 field goal attempts.
And Memorial's done a great job of one and done, not giving them any extra shots. The last possession, Wisco came with a trap and caused problems on the sideline. I would expect to see more of that here to try to speed up the pace.
Benai over to Braun. Braun back to Slack. Slack, a couple of shot fakes from the perimeter.
I think he was trying to get Knippel to believe that he was going to shoot it.
But Lutheran so disciplined and fundamental. Here's Slack on the baseline, gets to the rim, but can't get it to go.
It was a beautiful hesitating goal. He just couldn't pay it off.
Riley Walls back to Cager, who's been operating out of the corner much of today. Sewell back out to Walls. To the other corner for Zenz. Zenz double. Sewell from the baseline. Up strong. Jamel Sewell for 2.
It's good basketball. Xavier's going to have to be a passer right now and continue to make plays like that, loosen up the defense, then get his scoring opportunities.
Wisco breaks the scoring drought. Folks, coming up at the end of the half, we'll have the halftime report brought to you by Jones Dairy Farm. Just a minute away. We'll talk to the head coaches, show you some highlights and stats from what's been a back and forth and I would say methodical first half, Coach.
Very methodical. That's a great word for it.
18-17. Inside, Braun up
He's
strong.
gonna be the one.
Braun has it.
Big dog, big dog.
Memorial still
He's gonna have to be the one to open that offense up for sure. Whitlaw says start trapping the wing spot. Yeah, they don't want to put the ball on the ground. You right, Whitlaw.
I would think Wisco
I'd be
plays
trapping
a lot
that.
here.
They got to make some plays. They got to put this ball on the ground.
This narrow lead. Corner three for Zenz goes down.
Xavier said, I got a little crease there. We're not playing for the last. I'm knocking this thing down.
Zenz ties the game at 20. Madison Memorial has 7 seconds to work with. Braun on the drive with 5. Loses it. Back to Cross for the follow. And this one will be a heave at the end of the half. Well off the mark. Madison Memorial protecting a slight lead at the half. Coach, they are executing that game.
I just telling my boy Jordan earlier.
Things could go any better for them right now. And that last play was really Memorial basketball.
Madison Memorial coach.
Misses, but they clean it up.
He's a heck of a coach, man. He X&O coach. He does a really good job making adjustments and preparing you know, players for the game. His ball club for a basketball game.
Beautiful basketball.
Man.
Memorial's 8 of 11 from the field in a whole
They
half.
is
And now
packing
we've
the
got
paint
Coach
on
Steve
Wisconsin
Collins to tell us
Lutheran.
what he's going to do in the second half. He's with Nicole Senevi.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys. Coach Collins, your high percentage shooting is carried over from the semifinals. How do you pour gas on that
Starting
fire?
what year, Brent?
We got to keep Caleb out of foul trouble, and we're doing a good job. We're making long possessions, and the way we win today is it has to be long possessions. If we get in a running game with these guys, it won't be pretty. So they follow the game plan, and hopefully they can do it second half.
I know Xavier Zenz just knocked down that 3, but he's made just 2 shots in the first half. What are you focusing on as a defensive unit against such strong offensive players?
You know, he's Mr. Basketball for a reason, and we just got to make him. We're trying to make some other people take shots other than him, and you know, there's a reason I've coached some really good Mr. Basketballs, and he's up in that category. So we're going to try to make some other people, and we got to stay on the glass.
Thanks for your insights, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys?
Thanks, Nicole. That's the plan. Don't get into a track meet and stay on the glass. It's working for Memorial so far. They lead it 22-20 at the break. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
We can see it. His relentless determination. A fiery tenacity that can't be taught. We see that what he's passionate about today will steer him toward what he studies tomorrow, and ultimately fuel his future career. And all he needs now is to find the right college. Welcome to the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
One of the best things about holiday traditions is the food. Jones products like our naturally smoked hams, dry-aged bacon, and all-natural sausage have been a part of our family traditions for almost 200 years. No matter the size of the celebration, whether you're celebrating long-standing traditions or starting your own, add the flavor and high-quality ingredients of Jones products to your table this holiday, and for many more to come. Jones, making traditions better since 1889.
Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program and live internet stream without the express written consent of Allen Media Group, Wisconsin Broadcast Division, is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law.
It's a good old-fashioned rock fight here in Madison. Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Jones Dairy Farm, as Madison Memorial leads Wisconsin Lutheran 22-20 here at halftime. Memorial trying to pull a big upset. Joining you courtside, I'm Carl Winter with Coach Scott Anderson. Coach, how has Memorial done it so far, and what do they need to continue to do in the second half?
Well, the pace is where they want to play. They've imposed their will on both ends of the floor. Xavier's not getting many touches, neither Knipple boys many touches. If they do get a shot, it's one and done. On the offensive end, they're bleeding clock, and they're getting a great shot, and then they're making most of them. So when you play like that, things tend to work out pretty well for your team.
Still a 2-point game. We're expecting a great second half. We will show you some highlights and stats shortly, but for now, we send it up high above the court to Jay Wilson. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Carl, thanks very much. Well, we are pleased to be joined by the executive director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser. Well, last week in Green Bay was spectacular, the 50th anniversary of the girls' tournament, and the Green Bay area certainly did a wonderful job of putting that on. Now you continue your statewide tour. Madison this week. I'm guessing there's a lot of people and organizations to thank around the Madison area for their great effort.
Oh, absolutely. It's a team effort. You know, first of all, I want to thank the Allen Media Group for bringing this into people's homes. This is really special and unique to Wisconsin. We appreciate all that you do to make this something to celebrate throughout the state. But yeah, Destination Madison, UW, the communities, WIAA staff, and all the volunteers that are here helping us out to make this really special for these student athletes that have worked so hard. It's a team effort, and it's sure fun when it comes together.
Yeah, and these tournaments are such great examples of athletic competition, but athletics and academics are so closely tied, and the benefits of both. What are the values of education-based athletics?
How much time do we have?
Well, we got to be done in about 7 minutes, so.
Well, I think, let me just start with what we just saw here at halftime. You know, you saw the dance team. We've seen pep bands. We've seen national anthem singers from their communities. Really, truly, education-based athletics brings communities together. It brings schools together. It forms connections. And it's really special. These kids that are playing high school sports, most of them, in fact, about 97% of them, this is the last time they'll really play as a competitive athlete. Very few get to go on and play at that next level. And so we know, the whole collective team knows that it's our duty to make this really, really cool and something that they talk about for many years to come, many class reunions for years to come.
The WIA Board of Control recently approved a 5-year strategic plan. Tell us a little bit about that and what's involved.
Well, as I just described, it is our commitment to continue to make things better every single year. We owe that to the students that play high school sports across the state of Wisconsin. So we surveyed our membership for the first time in history. We asked all 514 public and private schools their opinions about things. Tell us what the staff of 20 in Stevens Point is doing really well for you. But maybe more importantly, tell us what we need to get better at. We took that information, we worked with our elected Board of Control, and we came up with a 5-year strategic plan that the board just approved last month. We're going to roll that out to the entire membership at our annual meeting in April. We can't wait to share with them what our goals are for the years ahead.
And what does Stephanie Hauser do when the tournaments are over? You get to watch the grandkids.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going to be great.
That's going to be fun. I can't wait. Little Teddy's out there watching somewhere. And yes, this grandma's going to be happy to spend a little time with grandson.
Well, enjoy it. It's been a great tournament season once again. And Stephanie Hauser, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it.
All right, good to see you. Wow, this Division I final is living up to its billing. It's with Madison Memorial leading Wisconsin Lutheran 22-20 at half. Let's go back down courtside to Carl Winter and Scott Anderson.
That's right, Jay. It's been a battle. Neither team has had a lead of more than 3 points. Let's take a look at how it's happened so far. Wisconsin Lutheran's star players have gotten a couple, but just a couple. Cager Knippel hit from the corner there. His brother Kinston on the spin and go. And then their cousin Xavier Zenz did hit a couple of threes, but it's been tough sledding for Wisconsin.
Well, they haven't quite cracked this zone yet. A couple of times they've gotten it into the size there with Sewell's finish. There's a Knippel finish. I think they need to do more of that.
Whereas for Memorial, they picked up where they left off last night. Anthony Miller hitting threes from all over the court. Willisowski-Sem got in on the action as well. They aren't shooting often, but when they are, they're going down.
Boy, these kids are playing with such confidence. It's unbelievable. Miller's got that really nice stroke. It's a little low, but he's got a quick release, so he gets rid of it.
Here are the team numbers, Coach, and pretty even, but Memorial is just shooting at 73%. What stands out to you here on this graphic?
Well, it's all even except for the shooting. You know, they're 3 of 8 from 3, and Memorial's 4 of 5. And they're just not missing shots. Rebounds tied, assists tied. I do think one thing that'll be important is Lutheran has got to change the pace of this game. They might have to do some trapping or some pressing.
Madison Memorial has the advantage by just 2 points. Do we have the leading scorers? I think we do. Anthony Miller pacing Madison Memorial with 9. Xavier Zenz has 6 for Wisco, but just a low-scoring affair in general so far.
Haven't been many possessions, so it's going to be low scoring, just like Madison Memorial wanted it.
Memorial leading by 2 as they try to knock off undefeated Wisconsin Lutheran. Second half coming up, folks. That was the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Envision more than 2.4 million acres of forest across Wisconsin, all cared for and managed. Now you can help conserve Wisconsin's forests with every mile you drive. For just a $25 annual donation, you can show your support for sustainable forest management and education across the state. Search for the Wisconsin County Forest Association specialty plate on the Wisconsin DOT website. Print and mail in the form to update your license plate. Drive with pride and invest in our forests. Get your license plate today.
Wisconsin has been America's dairyland for longer than we've been a state. When it's the land your kids live on, you think more about the long run. Our grandparents taught us each year's got to be a little bit better than the last. For us, cows aren't a commodity. They're a part of the community. Water's not a utility. It's where we spend our summers. The land isn't an asset. It's an inheritance. The notion of sustainability isn't anything new. It's what we do.
Think spring and save big at Menards. All prices are value after rebate. Pick up a bag of natural wood mulch, just $1.69. Crabgrass preventer with dirt food, only $14.19. Stock up with 75-count disinfectant wipes, just $1.99. Tide Simply All-in-One Laundry Detergent is only $6.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center. We've got head coach Ryan Walls of Wisconsin Lutheran with Nicole Sedevy a moment ago. Nicole?
Coach Walls, what's your plan to get Xavier Zenz and the Knipple brothers more touches and looks?
Oh, we just got to keep being patient and move the ball. They're doing a great job of making small windows with their zones. It's a low possession game, and they haven't missed many shots, so we'd like to get some rebounds and getting out in transition. But anytime you play against the zone, got to be patient, pick your spots, and find your spots.
And given the intensity of this game, I'm impressed with your team's composure. How will their maturity and experience at the state tournament help them in the second half?
Well, that's what we're hoping for, right? That they're going to stay calm and stay collected, stay together, stay connected as the second half goes. We haven't had many good things happen for us, so hopefully the ball will bounce our way in the second half.
Good luck, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.
Coach Walls, a Wisco. Thanks, Nicole. Sorry. Coach Walls, a Wisco alum, as Wisconsin Lutheran gets on the board right out of the gate.
Pretty good way to start the half. Put it on the block to Mr. Basketball and let him go to work.
Caleb Liggins back in the game with his 3 fouls to start the second half.
It's going to be important, I think, for him to stay on the floor here.
Coach Collins did mention that as a key. You cannot pick up that fourth here early. I'm sure Wisconsin Lutheran knows that.
Yes. I guess we're just stating the obvious there, but sometimes you have to do that too.
Braun over to Liggin. Liggin has yet to score tonight because he's spent so much time on the bench. He had 20 last night. Early whistle.
Hard cut. Drew a foul on Knipple.
That's the first against Cager. Or was it Kinston?
I believe it was on Kinston.
Kinston gets the foul.
Yeah.
Hard to keep him straight. 3 of the 5 Knipple brothers are on this team. Their freshman brother, Cash, has not seen action yet. They've also got another younger brother, Kidman, who's in 8th grade. So they'll all be on the team together next year.
Ooh.
Good cuts, tipped away. It'll stay with Spartans.
Really good look. Nice job. I think Wall's got a hand on that one. Wall's really good defender. Steady, solid player.
Sidestep for Miller, sidestep for Johnson. You just slack.
You got to close out so hard on Miller, and so he's able to get by on those long closeouts. Watching him warm up at halftime, I don't think he missed any shots. The kid's on a heater.
He is feeling it, and the Vikings are not going to give him any space.
No, they aren't. And wisely so. I just feel that they somehow have to speed this pace though. Right there, that wing, maybe a place to look for a trap.
This possession around 90 seconds long so far, and counting, as Wisco scored about 20 seconds into the half. Miller looking to go one-on-one with Walls, gets around him, dumps it off. Braun goes up and scores.
How about running a 90-second possession and then getting yourself a layup? I mean, that's the blueprint. That's what they want to do.
Now it's Off on X as the Spartans came to play. They certainly did. They lead it by 2, but Cole Slack is whistled for a foul.
Slack not backing down at all. He wasn't going to give Xavier that easy touch, but just got a little too physical.
KJ Cross comes back into the game.
Yeah, just keep bringing good players off the bench as well. Love his rotation tonight, too.
And you heard Coach Walls say at halftime their zones are working well. Plural zones. They've thrown plenty of zones at Wisconsin thus far.
This seems to be the one they've used the most, kind of this extended 2-3.
It worked well last night against DePere, a very good shooting DePere team. Here's Zenz, perimeter 3, connects.
Good inside-out game. Kinston got that touch at the high post area, kicked it to his cousin, who splashed from 3.
Zenz 3 from beyond the arc in this game.
What's kind of amazing is, you think Madison Memorial is playing unbelievably well, and they're down 1 right now.
That's what it takes. They need to play nearly perfect
for 36 minutes. They've covered a lot of it already, but there's 14 left, 14 and change.
KJ Cross, strong post move, and gets it to go.
How beautiful was that? The footwork. Exquisite finish with the right hand.
Cross, a junior, getting more and more minutes throughout the year.
He usually likes to go to that right shoulder and finish with the left hand. He crossed him up there. He crossed up the scouting report.
Zenz from the elbow back to Cager Knipple. Zenz fires again. Yes! Xavier Zenz heating up. So it's 2. Does anyone going to get a heat check next time?
I think so. Coach Collins is also heated up over on the sideline that he got that look. But you can't keep a good man down forever. And Xavier, we said he was going to get it going.
Zenz 4 for 4 from deep. That's 4 of Wisco's 5 makes from three-point land. They're 5 of 10 as a team.
The mark of a truly great player. Are you at your best when your best is needed? And I think Xavier's going to show some of that this half.
Zenz the lone senior starter for Wisconsin Lutheran, playing his final high school game. Step back 3 for Braun. Short, rebound, swatted around. It's Kinston Knipple who ultimately comes up with it.
Great scrappy play by Kinston. That was a big stop. They actually got Memorial to miss a shot.
Stops have been tough to come by.
Stops have been tough to come by. He's right.
That is the 5th miss for Madison Memorial from the field.
Unreal.
10 to 15.
Wisco's got to keep touching that high post area and then spraying it out or finding him down low on the block.
Lopo Sewell passes along the baseline to Kinston. Kinston goes up strong for 2.
Inside out action again.
Kinston.
Yep, long closeout. Kinston went by it.
Bears a striking resemblance to his older brother, Con 2.
He sure does.
Played for the Charlotte Hornets tonight. KJ Cross gets fouled underneath.
Yeah, he's got his build too. Looks like him in the face, kind of the same build, strongly built kid.
There's Cager. He's the junior. Kinston is the sophomore. We try to keep them all straight here. KJ Cross at the free throw line. Spent a lot of time there last night. He was 6 of 9 from the line as DePere fouled him quite a bit down the stretch. And he hit enough of them, certainly. It's the first year.
Cross putting his mark on this game right now. The 2-3 minutes he's been in the second half. Playing very well, as he did last night.
That was Nathan Tranberg, who re-enters for Kinston Knipple. Nobody in foul trouble for Wisco. Sewell, rebound still alive. Foul call, will this be on Slack or Ligon? It's on Slack, which is a break for Madison Memorial.
Slack's putting his hand up even. He wants to make sure it's on him. True team guy.
Still back and forth here from Madison in the Division I state title game. Don't go anywhere. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
It's a long story.
You can say claim, billing, or something else.
Can I talk to someone else?
Transferring now. Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I'm so glad you're here today, Erin. How can I help?
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her, and in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
The final act of the state tournament in the state's capital continues. The 2026 WIAA State Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Support Wisconsin dairy farmers by eating Wisconsin cheese and drinking Wisconsin milk. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge as we take a look at Mr. Basketball, the Northern Iowa commit. Xavier Zenz, he's been very efficient. 8 points so far in the second half. That's 8 of their 10.
Well, you knew coming out of halftime they were going to make a real concerted effort to get him the ball.
He's 5 of 6 from the field. Comes off a double screen. Gets it, dribbling to his left. Swings it back out to Riley Walls. Tajer Knipple, entry pass to Jamel Sewell. Tries to back down Cross. Cross takes the charge, but it is an and one for Jamel Sewell instead. That's a blocking foul. Let's take a second look. He is just powerful on that block.
Beautiful finish. That, yeah, I don't know if it was a foul or a flop, but they went with the foul, so he'll be looking at an and one here. Interesting on that possession. It'll be fun to watch if Memorial stays in that defense. That was a gimmick defense. They were triangling 2 or boxing 1. Somebody was chasing Zenz on that possession.
It's another lane violation there on the free throw, so Sewell will get a second chance.
Well, I'm telling you, he just kind of shows it and stops it, and then he goes again, and he's got Memorial off on that.
The big man trying to complete the three-point play. That one misses as well. KJ Cross has the rebound. Wisconsin Lutheran up to its largest lead of the day at just 5. 32-27. Caleb Liggett. Out to KJ Cross. Miller's open from deep. Unbelievable. Anthony Miller, I keep calling him Andrew, hits a triple from deep. 4 of 4.
I think he was standing right next to Coach on that one. Was he almost out of bounds? This kid is in fuego.
He now has 10 three-pointers in this state tournament. 6 last night, 4 tonight.
See, they're in a triangle and 2 here. They're locking up Zenz and they're locking up Cager. So Riley's going to have to make some shots.
They're daring the others to beat them. Riley Walls fires away. That's off, but Tajer Knipple has the rebound and finish.
Cager did a great job getting to the glass and cleaning that up. Big basket.
Tajer, a highly touted recruit across the Division I ranks. Wisconsin Badgers, who play right here, have offered him. Miller again. That one comes up just short.
I think that young man's feeling himself. That was a heat check, as they call it.
He earned that right. Finally misses. That's his first miss from three-point land today. Sewell back to the bench. Tristan Hahn comes in for Wisconsin Lutheran for Tranberg.
Yeah, with this triangle and 2, they want to bring the shooter in. Hahn can shoot it, so they make sure that if they're not going to guard him, then he's going to knock it down.
Coach, this isn't a defense you see every day.
No, this is. I'm telling you, it might be playing 3 guys man to man and 2 guys in a zone.
Coach Collins said they might do that. They might D up Tajer. Here's a 3 open. Misses. Slack has the rebound. That is exactly what Memorial is saying. We will live with it.
Yep, you're going to live with that shot. You're going to say, hey, you're wide open. We know you're a good shooter, but you've been on the bench a lot of the night. Can you step in and make that right now in a state championship game?
Hahn misses. Cager sends it back out beyond the three-point line.
Return to the sender, Cager says.
Slack spins. Reconsiders that one. Cross for three. Short. Right to Ligon, though. Ligon is open and misses the layup. Ligon seems surprised he had such a clean look. Zenz to the rim. Xavier Zenz marches his way down the lane.
Exactly what Lutheran wants. They want to get this thing going up and down. Xavier coast to coast.
Steve Collins said, we do not want to get into a race with these guys and run up and down the court. Let's take a look at the defense here from Cager Knippel. Straight up rejection.
Great timing. Caught it at its peak. Knocked it away.
And then the other way is cousin Xavier. Easy finish at the buckets.
How about that guy coming downhill down the middle of the lane? He's already made 4 or 5 threes. You know he's a great passer. He can finish at the rim. Just such a tough guard.
Let's go up 6. Coach Ryan Walls commanding his troops. He's an alumnus of Wisconsin Lutheran, where his dad Dale was the longtime coach. Coach Walls, only the 3rd coach in the history of the school's basketball program. His dad was there for so long. His brother Micah is the athletic director. His brother Justin's on the staff, so it's a family affair for Wisconsin Lutheran as well.
Sure is. And speaking of first, that was their first fast break basket of the game, I believe.
And Madison Memorial has none, so that's the first fast break bucket of the game. This has been such a half-court game. The teams have done such a great job getting back.
Memorial's going to have to make sure they keep this game close, though, because all of a sudden all bets are off then. So that's why Steve needed that timeout right there.
Slack with a few shot fakes. We'll see what Collins has drawn up out of the timeouts.
It's about Slack's 10th pump fake here tonight. At some point, he's going to have to let that thing rip.
He has not taken one yet from the outside. Looking for Miller on the cut. Cross has Sewell on him. Miller gets open. Miller fires. And clings off the rim. Cager can with the rebound.
Above all of them, reaches and gets the big rebound.
Zenz driving hard. Ligon picks him up. Pass outside. Riley Walls fires away. Misfires. Andrew Brown running the break.
Riley's open, just kind of leaving him a little short. He is a good shooter. It's not going for him tonight.
Walls shoots at a 41% from 3 on the season. Slack another shot fake. Back to Anthony Miller.
They're going to be fine taking some time yet. 2-possession game with 9 minutes left.
Here's Ligon. Ligon spins against Zenz, blocked. And it'll go to Wisco. Excellent on defense by Xavier Zenz as Wisconsin Lutheran starts to assert its will here in the Division I state title game, but still 9 minutes to go. Now a message from your local station. This is your WRIAA network station.
It shouldn't be this easy to get a dinner this tasty on the table. Our all-new, no antibiotics ever, all-natural pork and chicken meatballs heat up in minutes and are delicious in a variety of dishes or appetizers. They're as easy as heat, sauce, and serve. They're packed with protein and free from gluten, dairy, soy, and wheat. They're so juicy and flavorful because we use only high-quality ingredients and a few simple spices. Jones, making mealtime better since 1889.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me, and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
It'll try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundidouttogether.org.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center, where Anthony Miller continues to light it up. He's missed his last 2 3-pointers tonight, but his 10 on the tournament, 6 last night and 4 tonight, brings him up to tied for second on this list all time in the state tournament.
Wow, he's been impressive both nights. Like we said, it's almost expected to go in when he is letting it rip. He has missed a couple there. He's still got 9 minutes to set that record. He's coming right back. Got a little blow. Coach is putting him right back in there.
Miller will sub back in at the next dead ball, but he is 1 away from the state tournament record. Let me tell you, they've needed every single one tonight, and they're still down 6.
They sure have. They're back to their 2-3 zone right now. back out. They're out of that gimmick.
Skip pass. Cager Knipple. Cager drives baseline. Goes up and finishes. Wisco up 8 and counting.
Wisco wants to see more of that. What a beautiful play. Attacking from the corner and finishing.
Cager Knipple, a guy who Coach Wall says is just laser focused. You don't often see much emotion or celebration. He's almost business-like in the way that he goes about his business on the court. Lisowski Sem misses.
He's very poised, as does their entire team.
Wisco has a chance to extend. Zen's backing down Lisowski Sem. Not about a baseline jumper.
Yeah, he had Cager for a second at the top of the key. I think Cager was kind of feeling it, getting his feet set.
Zen's working on Braun. Cager steps into a 3. No good. Lisowski Sem has the board. Memorial may need to pick up the pace here a little bit, trailing it by 8.
Yeah, at some point, I'm sure they can still be patient right now and get what they want.
That one blocked at the rim.
Cager up ahead.
No foul. Here's Cager with the jam.
I saw him on the breakout. I wasn't sure his teammates saw him, but they got him just in time. He knows how to finish.
Cager up to 9 on the day, plus 6 rebounds. Braun steps back. Wisco's up by 10 with an 8-0 run and counting. Lisowski Sem draws a foul.
He's an aggressive kid. I mean, he's pretty. He's probably the smallest kid on the floor tonight, but boy, that kid is tough doing film on him.
Reinforcements coming in for Madison Memorial. Ligon and Miller will come back in after the break as the Spartans need a response and fast. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Envision more than 2.4 million acres of forest across Wisconsin, all cared for and managed. Now you can help conserve Wisconsin's forests with every mile you drive. For just a $25 annual donation, you can show your support for sustainable forest management and education across the state. Search for the Wisconsin County Forest Association specialty plate on the Wisconsin DOT website. Print and mail in the form to update your license plate. Drive with pride and invest in our forests. Get your license plate today.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Welcome back. Carl Winter here with Coach Scott Anderson. And Coach, it's been a tale of 2 halves for Madison Memorial. They led at the break. Now they've gone cold. Just 3 of 12 to start this half.
Yeah, it's really difficult to keep shooting at that kind of clip like they were in the first half and last night. But they're going to have to find a way to make some shots here to stay in this game.
Anthony Miller, their senior leader, over to KJ Cross. There's Levante Johnson.
Still trying to get their basket, touch the rim, giving space to Cross.
Cross spins, but is stopped up.
Kingston with good defense here. Moved his feet, kept him in front, cut him off.
Memorial 0 for its last 8. Lisowski Sem finds the space, ball's high in the air, picked up by Kingston Knipple.
Must be lost that or if it was tipped loose.
Cager skip pass to Newman, back to Zenz. Here's Newman on the drive, pass down low to Kingston Knipple spins and Cross fouls him.
So crafty. Gets to his spot on the block, fakes him up, draws the foul.
Good action here from Wisco as well to find him.
Really good action. Newman with it. That's his game, attacking. Kinston, we've seen that a lot the last 2 days. Him getting people off balance It's getting people in the air and playing into it.
Folks, the 2026 WIAA State Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity. As Slack and Braun come back in, Kinston Knipples at the free throw line where he hit the first. He's 73% this season. The 6'7" sophomore. Good on both.
He's got a nice stroke. You almost think it would be higher than 73. You wouldn't think it would be just beautiful stroke.
10-0 run for Wisco. Yeah, Coach Walls says that at the Knippel household, the chores are not take out the trash. They're more like go outside and shoot 100 free throws. And it shows in the way these guys do it.
And I tell you what, I used to play a little bit against their dad. They can't beat him in horse yet. I'll guarantee you. That
He's
guy
still the best shooter.
Oh, he could flat out stroke it.
Con Knippel, a Hall of Famer at Wisconsin Lutheran College. Their mom, Sherry Nordgaard Knippel, has her jersey retired at UW Green Bay, where she's the all-time leading scorer. Foul called here on Newman.
So you're saying that family can play a little basketball?
They can play a little bit. And don't get me wrong, they probably still take out the trash, but they're also outside shooting 100 free throws.
Yeah.
Cole Slack draws the foul.
Memorial needs a basket in the worst way right now. I don't know what coach is going to go to, but he's got to free somebody up. And it's so tough against this defense.
Not in their favor anymore either.
No, they're losing time now. But where do you go to attack? There's no real weaknesses on defense. If you beat somebody, there's somebody there to cover you up.
Luther showed it. Even times they've gotten beat, they've been able to get a block at the rim.
Yeah.
One goes.
What a play by Brown. The reverse layup over the 6'10" Knippel.
Andrew Braun gets it for two. It's a 10-point game again. Braun now picking up Cager Knippel, who goes and gets it to go.
Cager says, back at you. To see the 6'10" athlete attack the rim.
Slack over to Caleb Ligon. Slack tries the three. No good. But the rebound is corralled by Braun. Second chance for Madison Memorial. They have not gotten many of those today. Another three for Braun. No.
Just not making enough shots right now to stick around.
Zenz has the rebound. Get the feeling Wisconsin Lutheran could get a dagger of sorts here.
Yeah, and they might not mind being real patient right now. 4 minutes left, up 12. You want to sit in the zone, we can take some time too. And it looks like Coach Walls might be doing that.
Wisco looking for a 30-0 season, something they did 2 years ago when Con Knippel was a senior. Braun whistled for a foul. Coach Collins needs one last trick. Brings in Levante Johnson and Gotti Carry-On. The youngsters.
Yeah, I think, and also maybe as quick as he can get here, because they've got to play passing lanes. They've got to try to create something on defense.
Kinston from the high post. Zen's content to hold it. Playing keep away here outside of the perimeter. Now Zenz attacks. Zenz kick out. Cager open tray ball. Sweet from Cager Knippel.
Great drive, draw and dish, and Cager put it home. Maybe the dagger. We'll see.
The lead up to 15. Braun crossing over. Braun stops. Ball loose. Gotti Carry-On. Misses the lay. Cager pass ahead. Here's the long. Zenz gets the layup. No jam, but a layup just as good. Counts for the same.
Yep, that open court game after the turnover.
Johnson steps into a three. No good. Zenz has the rebound, and all of a sudden the Spartans seem sped up.
Which is, as Coach said, what they did not want.
Sewell fights for it and goes to the line.
Beautiful pass by Xavier. Attacked the middle, drew the defense, bounce pass, fundamental play. Now we'll see if Sewell can draw somebody into the free throw lane again.
That's something you don't see on the stat sheet. Drawn free throw lane violations. Slow at the line. He's got 7 and counting tonight. He's more often their rebounder, their bruiser, not often a scorer, but tonight he's made his impact there.
He has. They're a championship team for a reason, and they can get you so many different ways. Tonight, Coach talked about that earlier in the week, that they can play any way they need to. And tonight it got slowed down, and eventually they broke it and put their will on the game.
They did it with their defense. They've given up 10 points here in the second half. It's not often you see that. Wisconsin Lutheran can taste it. They're trying to eat away the final 3 minutes. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is proud to introduce you to Blake Chokas, a standout football player for Thorpe High School, where he's a 4-year varsity athlete and team captain. Blake balances school, sports, and life on his family's 5-generation dairy farm, where he feeds calves, milks cows, and helps with field work. Active in FFA, National Honor Society, and his church, Blake continues to make an impact both on the farm and in his community. This Wisconsin Dairy Student Athlete of the Month feature is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD. Many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
We provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do.
Welcome back to the Kohl Center, where Wisconsin Lutheran is 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from joining this exclusive list, trying to become the 10th team in state history to win back-to-back titles. Coach, a lot of great programs there on that list.
Yeah, honored to be part of that list.
You are. 3-time champion at SPASH. You had some good brothers as well, the Hausers.
The Hausers, yes.
Helps when you have a family like that.
Oh, no question. You got to have players.
Without a doubt. You got to have a great coach, too, and both these teams have that and some great families. Wisco now running the break. Here's Cager Knipple. Look out! Oh! Some rare emotion from Cager Knipple as Wisco leads by 21.
When you pound one home like that, you better show some emotion. That was with authority.
Carry on out to Cross. Cross fouled. Let's take another look at this one. The high-flying Vikings.
That was the exclamation point, I think, on tonight. So now at some point, both teams might be able to get some kids on the floor. So I think this one's put to bed.
That one reminds you of the flying Knipple brothers.
Yeah. No, they were more shooters than flying. But
their dad,
you are exactly
on the
right.
show.
Yeah. No question. Uncle Jeff Norgard played at UW Green Bay. There's little brother. I'm sure we're going to see him in a little bit.
Cash has not seen the floor today. He's just a freshman.
So with the three-peat, I don't want to scare anybody. But Coach Wallace told me earlier this week when we talked that next year they might even be better and might be one of their best teams. So
they'll have 4 Knipples. Right now they only have 3.
Correct. So everybody brace for that.
There's Coach, who's in his 18th season. He'll be in his 19th next year. KJ Cross at the free throw line. That's his 9th point of the night. Cager Knipple has 16 in the game. 13 of them have come here in the second half as Wisco has eased away.
Yeah, just the second half, it was just kind of a slow drip, and then all of a sudden the floodgates opened, and we had a game, and then we didn't.
And now the river is running toward a coronation. Zenz has another 2. Mr. Basketball had himself a nice night here. That brings him up to 20. They're just too good. No rejection at the run. It stays with the Spartans. It was a quiet 22 from Zenz, in my opinion. Look at this, 8 of 9 from the field. Just incredible stuff.
When you're that efficient, it can be quiet. You know, I mean, sometimes it takes guys to get to 20 points. Sometimes it takes them 16, 18 shots. He took half that. He went 8 for 9 tonight. What a player.
Northern Iowa's getting a good one next year.
I think he fits. He'd fit anywhere, obviously, but he really fits there. Coach Jacobson's a heck of a coach. He's run a great program for years, played the NCAA tournament again this year, and he's going to fit nicely there.
Special moments, bittersweet moments for these seniors, for Sparty. Both teams getting their substitutes in. Caleb Ligon playing his final high school game. Same is true for Andrew Braun and Anthony Miller. Same is true of Xavier Zenz for Wisconsin Lutheran. These are 4 years they'll never forget.
No question. From Madison Memorial's perspective, I always thought, you know what, if you got to lose the last game, why not it be on this floor? And in a championship game, they get to take home a silver ball and walk out of here with their heads held high because they played a whale of two-thirds of a game.
And these two teams getting a chance to get everybody on the court. For Xavier Zenz and Wisco, what a run for him. He finishes just 4 points short of number 2 on the all-time program list. Heck of a career for Mr. Basketball.
A couple good names ahead of him.
Here's your list. Just short of Davis at number 2. Con2 Knipple has the program record. We talked a little bit briefly before the game, Coach, about how any of these guys could score 2,000 if it was just them. But they're such a team and they're so unselfish that the numbers don't jump off the page. But 1,600 still jumps off the page.
Yeah, it jumps off the page, no question. But yeah, you got to share the love when you're playing with other good players. And it just makes you better. It makes your team better and it makes you individually better with help.
Ball loose here.
I didn't do a real deep dive here, so I don't have a scouting report on every one of these kids, but I love it that they're getting to play on the Kohl Center floor here for a couple minutes.
Quincy Sims on the floor now for Madison Memorial. Dakari Boyd. Here's Boyd. This is at the rim.
That was a great pass.
70 seconds to go. Both these teams have these players. We will see them down the line. Maybe not a ton tonight, but these are deep programs.
Yeah, these are prideful programs that are going to be here for a long time. So we'll see. Well, good chance we'll see some of these kids in the next year or two.
Caden McGowan goes to the bench. He's just a sophomore for Wisco. This is Martin Rundy handling the rock. Rundy also just a sophomore.
Sims with the ball here. They're trying to play through the post.
Devin Prosser, tray ball, nope. Sims has the rebound. How about a long three? Done! Martin Rundy for 3.
Love it. Stepped into that shot and drained it after the offensive glass and kick out.
He gets to be a scorer in the state tournament.
Wow.
That is a special moment.
Get to the rack.
What a drive and one!
Took the hit and one.
Cornell Clark with a chance for a 3-point play.
Cornell went in there with the trees and finished it.
It's almost like he's been working against them in practice on the scout team. Clark getting the friendly roll. Look at the bench. They love it.
What a good point you make on that. I mean, he's going against the greatest team in the state every day in practice. So he's used to going against high-level stuff. And you could tell on that play. Finished through the contact.
10 seconds to go here. Sparty has a chance for a final shot. Nice move, no good. That will do it. And still the champions of Wisconsin back to back to back. The Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings go 30-0 and complete one of the best seasons in state history.
How about 30 wins? How about 3 in a row? Coach Walls and his young men, and if I could say, they represent that school and community the right way, too. Boy, what a classy bunch of kids and group.
Going back to last year, they are 39-0, 39 straight wins. They become just the third team in state history to reach 30 wins on a season. We will show you the gold ball and silver ball presentation shortly. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Freshen up your home with help from our wall coverings department. From paint and brushes to tape and caulk, no matter the project, we've got you covered. Dutch Boys Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides great scrub resistance and durability. Get a gallon starting at a value of $23.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, hi. I'm just returning a call about my insurance policy.
Greeting.
Greeting.
Enter extension.
I don't know it.
State account number.
I don't know that either.
State policy number. Hang up and try again later.
You guys called me.
At Rural Mutual Insurance Company, we treat people like people.
I just wanted to check in with you, Mark. Thanks for calling me back.
It's good to hear from you.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow. And ultimately, help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
It's time to hand out some hardware to two very deserving programs. To do that inside the Kohl Center, here's public address announcer Jim Strick.
The WIA Board of Control invites you to participate in the awards ceremony for these two fine teams that have just completed their tournament competition. Making the presentation tonight will be WIA Board of Control members Carl Morin from Watoma, Corey Hinkle from Luck, Brian Davis from Oshkosh, Jim Boucher from Wausau, Ryan McMillan from Muskego, along with WIA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser and WIA Assistant Director and Basketball Tournament Director LeVar Ridgway. And will the members of the Madison Memorial Spartans please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Ezra Legan. Quincy Sims. Caleb Legan. Cole Slack. Devin Prosser. Andrew Braun. Teddy Ingersoll. Lavante Johnson. Will Lisowski-Sem. Martin Rundy. Anthony Miller. Jakari Boyd. Braden Banai. KJ Cross. And Gotti Carrion. And will Coach Steve Collins from Madison Memorial please come forward to receive the team trophy. Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings, please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Kyrie Carter. Cager Knipple. Riley Walls. Christian Young. Caden McGowan. Tristan Hahn. Cornell Clark. Nathan Tranberg. AJ Duncan. Xavier Zenz. Kendall Newman. Cash Knipple. Jamel Sewell. Kinston Knipple. And will Coach Ryan Walls from Wisconsin Lutheran please come forward to receive the team trophy.
Unforgettable memories for deserving champions. Wisconsin Lutheran completes the three-peat and the perfect season. For Madison Memorial, they are to say goodbye to 7 seniors. An incredible run for them as Memorial gets back to the state tournament for the first time since 2017. Coach Scott Anderson, let's take a look back at how it happened here from the Kohl Center, as it was the Xavier Zenz show. Mr. Basketball doing it from all over the court. The second chance there. How about a 3-ball there? He had it going tonight, 8 of 9 from the field.
These highlights kind of show the whole story. It's all on display. You can see it, the post play, the toughness, the passing. Yeah. And he knows his cousin can finish at the other end. So he finds him on a dunk, finds him on a 3.
He can shoot threes too. Zenz scored 14 of his 20 in the second half, doing it from all over.
Yo, and that's a wrap. Championship Saturday, man. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, supporting all these young men out here playing basketball at a high level.
Numbers, Coach.
And I appreciate y'all, for real. Gotta cut the stream off. It's my birthday weekend. I will be turning 40, so I'm about to go enjoy myself.
34 inside points.
Y'all all be safe, no matter what y'all do. I will be safe.
Percentage.
They
passed it better. They got out on the break. They were just too much for them. Memorial, it's hard to play a team like that.
Really do appreciate that. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. Make sure y'all do the most important thing.
Give them credit.
Subscribe to the Barcode Podcast.
Inside points, a huge difference there, 34 to 14 on